What's up guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. As you would have seen from the title and thumbnail, in today's video we are adding yet again another fish to the monster fish mega tank. Now in some of the previous videos you would have seen our new stingray and also our lovely fly river turtle, and in today's video we are adding one more fish to the aquarium. Now in the poly box just behind the camera I have the fish we are going to be adding, which I actually got from one of my friends. So we're going to get him acclimated into the tank and then we can release him in. Place your guesses down in the comment section on what species you think we got today. Now we're also going to be feeding the fish in today's video because I want to make sure they're all nice and well fed before we add this fish into the aquarium, so they're all nice and distracted and we cause as minimal stress as possible to the new species. So I've got the poly box just here. I'm going to lift it up now. Not a massive fish, but an amazing fish nonetheless, and a species I've actually never kept before. So this fish is, I would say, about 9 inches in length, and I'm just going to lift it up for the camera now. So here we have a knife fish. Now this isn't any old knife fish, but this is one of the royal clown knife fish. So it has an absolutely amazing coloration to it, and I'm just going to place the box down there. So an absolutely stunning and very, very unique fish. Let's get the lids open, let's get it acclimating, and we can also feed the current fish in the monster fish mega tank. Now I have our new royal clown knife fish here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the lids and then I'm going to place him or her into the aquarium. So as you can see, in the bag, into the aquarium. And now I'm probably going to leave it to acclimate for around 30 minutes or so. The bag water is very similar temperature. The tank it came out of, it was about 26 degrees, 25.5 degrees. So it is a very similar temperature. I'm going to let it acclimate now, and whilst it's acclimating, I'm actually going to give the monster fish some food, and then we can release him into the tank. So I'm going to get some food prepared now, and then we can start to feed the monster fish.
A few moments later.
Next to me I just have this mug which has some small prawns in it and also some mussels as well. So I'm going to give this to the monster fish and then they can have a nice good meal before we add the clown knife, or the royal clown knife. So I'll probably just move the camera over and show you some of the fish feeding. So you can see we've got our Hampala barbs, we have our stingrays, and we've also got our datnoid. We've got our arowana up in the top of the tank, and we have our fly river turtle down in the bottom. Don't think you can quite see him at the moment. But essentially I'm giving all of these fish a nice feed, so they're nice and full and they're essentially not going to hopefully attack our new fish on entry to the aquarium. Now some people may say, wow, you're not going to quarantine this fish, and no, this fish has been in a friend's tank for a while now, so I'm really happy with the health of it. It's eating well and it's got a nice size to it, so I'm not too concerned. I don't want to stress it out in a smaller quarantine tank, but I'm happy with the quality of this fish, so to say. So giving them all a nice feed, they can obviously move around and eat a lot of the food. We've still got quite a lot of food in the back corner, so I'm going to let him acclimate a little bit longer and then we can release him into the tank and then obviously check him out and get some cool videos and some cool footage of him. So now I'm just opening the bag. I've actually had the knife fish in here for about 35 minutes now, and I've checked with my temperature gun that the water in the aquarium and the water in the bag is the same temperature. Now I don't do any sort of drip acclimation with my fish, I simply just do the temperature acclimation method. I'm just going to roll down the bag and then I'm going to net the fish out into the monster fish mega tank because I don't really want any of the water from in the bag going into this aquarium. I'm assuming this fish is going to hide straight away as soon as he goes into the tank, so hopefully a little bit later we'll get some footage of him and then we can talk about him in a little bit more detail. But here he is, you can see in the net, absolutely stunning fish. I'm just going to release him now into the aquarium. So let's let him settle in for a little bit, give him a couple of hours, and then we can catch up and see how he's doing. So you can see we've now had the knife fish. He's only been in for a few minutes now, But I thought I would just get this video now before he sort of goes into hiding. I did say I'd do a video in probably a couple of hours, but just check out the pattern on this fish. He's got plenty of places to hide in the wood, and then also in these rocks here and behind those. But let's take a close look at them. Hopefully he doesn't hide just yet, but just check out the shape of this fish. Very, very unique, really unique swimming pattern. A very, very strange fish, and something I haven't actually kept before. I'm actually going to do a full video on this species and talk a little bit more in depth, because today really is just the sort of unboxing video and the addition to the aquarium. But all of the other fish are doing really well. The hampalas are looking good. Our new stingray is hiding down in the sand, and we've got a few more just down there. We've got our stormy catfish who's come out to say hello, and then our datnoid just hiding under there. And then if I head round, you'll be able to see our new knife fish. But I'm really, really happy with him. I'm looking forward to seeing him settle into the tank and probably become a little bit more peaceful, because he's a little bit jittery at the moment, because obviously this is a new environment and he has just been in a bag for a couple of hours now. So very unique colour. Look at the silver coloration to him and that spotting. There are quite a few different species of clown knives, but I really, really like this species. And just check him out. He's come really, really close to the camera, hitting in that evening sunlight. Very, very cool, unique species. If you've got any name suggestions, leave them down below. Let me know what you think of him as well. And do you think he was a good addition to the aquarium? Something I've never kept before, and it's always interesting keeping new species. But that is it for him. The other fish haven't interacted with him at all. They don't seem to mind him whatsoever, which is good to see. And there's been no aggression at all. So I'm just going to finish up there with the footage, and then we can wrap up the video. So our clown knife is now in the tank, and he's actually been in here probably about an hour now. You can see him just swimming around, hopefully in this front corner of the tank. An absolutely amazing looking fish, really, really unique. Hopefully in the coming videos we'll get a few feeding videos of him, and we'll see how he does. Now, as I said, he is a royal clown knife fish. They do get quite large, and he's currently around, I'd say 8 to 9 inches in length. Very unique species, and I do plan to do a full video on keeping knife fish and also on the royal clown knife fish, maybe in the next few weeks. But that's it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, leave them down below. And if you do have any video suggestions, you can also leave them down below. But thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.